Alright guys, welcome back to House of Prep. My name's Jerry, for those of you still getting to know me. Man, what happened to the weekend? It's Monday. Man, why do weekends just seem to fly by, right? Especially when you got stuff going on, chores and birthday parties and things to get together. It just makes the weekend just fly by. But here it is, Monday morning. So I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you did have a good weekend. But have you noticed too, the older I get, it just seems like time just goes faster and faster. Uh, I am going to talk about a good score I had today from the store, but I'm going to reminisce for a minute. It just seems like when you're younger, you look forward to things in life and it would take forever to get there. But then as you get older, it's just like, where does the time go? So give me another 10, 20 years, it'll be light speed, right? I mean, here we are, we're in May now. Year's already almost half over, and I thought we just started. So I don't know. Uh, but hey, if you don't mind, if you can give me a thumbs up, it just kind of helps with the channel. Um, I appreciate that whenever you guys do give thumbs up for me. It means a lot. Also, real quick, to just kind of plug the channel for a minute. If you do like helping House of Prep videos and the channel out and supporting it, a free way to do so is just if you go to the video description, you'll see I'll have an Amazon link. It'll pull up an item, and you just ignore that item if you're not interested. Just do your normal shopping while my link's pulled up, and it's a free way that you can actually help the channel out. I get a small percentage. It's not a lot, but it's something. So it's a good way to support the channel for free. You don't have to pay anything extra. Just do your normal shopping. It's just going through my link to do it, and then I get a little credit for you doing that. So some of you already do that, and I appreciate that. Thank you so much. So let's talk about what I got today. So if you saw my last couple videos, my live stream Friday night, I've been talking a lot about chicken. All right, so I wasn't going to bring chicken up again, except I went to Walmart again to Sunday afternoon, and I wanted to see if they had those big flats because they're $1.99 a pound, and I was crossing my fingers that maybe they'd have them and that they were still $1.99. Now I've been able to find small packs of, I don't know, like Purdue or maybe some name brand chicken, and it's obviously more expensive. Maybe $3 or $4 a pound and something. So I wanted what I'm used to getting is the big packs. So I went into the store, and obviously I was picking up some other little prep items and a couple other canned goods and just kind of topping off a few things. So I went over to the meat section. I checked the steaks and everything. They're still $12 to $15 a pound for steak. I didn't see any deals. No manager markdowns or sales or anything like that. I did look for all their bagged meat. They have the frozen chicken in the bags, and they're usually like in the middle of the aisle, those big long coolers, and they have them frozen. And those were all empty. I don't know what's up with that. I really don't. I don't know why everything was empty. There was no frozen chicken at all. Just none to be had. So that was a little concerning. So as I'm still working my way, I get to the chicken section, and it's thin. All the meats are thin, by the way. So frozen stuff gone. The patties, remember the breaded patties, chicken patties, gone, none. And I know it's the weekend, but usually there's something. So looking through the meat, everything's slim pickings. I get to the chicken section, and lo and behold, it's just a small section now for the $1.99 a pound chicken, the big flats. Just a small section. It used to be a whole entire area, and those standalone freezers out in the aisle that I talked about. Sometimes those would be packed full of the big flats of chicken breast. Now it's down limited to just one little small section. People are walking up and down like that. Everything's the same. Everything's normal, and I'm like, none of this is normal. Everything's just weird. Everything's just off. And Sure enough, they had some of those little small packs, some chicken thighs and things like that, and some, they were marked out. I don't even remember what those were, but they weren't what I was wanting. So I looked at this $1.99 section, and it was totally empty. There was a shelf up here and a shelf down here, and it was totally wiped out again. I was like, still, it's like I go in the morning, I go in the afternoon, I go in the evening. I check 2 or 3 different stores at different times of the day, at different days of the week, and between chicken wings and chicken breasts, I've been struggling. So, I kind of sat there for a minute, and usually most people, you see it's empty, you just keep on going. We'll go get something else, canned chicken, I guess. So, I stood there for a minute, and I'm just thinking. I kind of take a step back, and I kind of look, and then I look, and it caught my eye, that bottom shelf all the way in the back, underneath the next shelf, all the way in the back. I was like, wait, there's something back there. So lo and behold, there was chicken breasts sitting just all the way up in the corner in the back. Like that's all that was left. There's 2 of them. So if you watched my live stream Friday night, you remember I was gonna be that little voice in your head. Hey, they got it, and it was $1.99. Let me make sure. Yep, it's a 5-pound thing of chicken. $1.99. You're gonna see it backwards because I got my phone backwards. So $1.99 a pound. And if you remember that little voice that Jerry from House of Prep's going to be whispering out in your ear, go ahead, buy the second one. You need it. Buy it. You may not have these here again. The way that you've been finding them, and prices start going up. So you better get it now while it's $1.99 a pound. So I listened to that little devil Jerry on my shoulder. I listened to him. All right. So I got both. So for $20, $10 a pack, I got 10 pounds of chicken breast. and I'll freeze most of it up, get it in the freezer. Because when I go again later this week, for the Thursday video, I'm looking for some more. If they would have had more, I would have went ahead and bought it. Because it's time, guys. You watch enough videos, I don't have to sit here and give you research. There's enough YouTube channels out there that do an awesome, phenomenal job at giving you information, and me, because I watch them too. So I just like giving you boots on the ground. I like to give you real life experiences. I like to give you the encouragement and giving you a little bit a sense of urgency that it's real. And I know maybe some of you watch this and your stores are fine. You have chicken wings, you have chicken breast, you have meats, and your New York strip steaks are $1 a pound. I get it, right? Your T-bone steaks, $1.99 a pound. Some of you guys have the greatest city that you live in, and it's stocked to the gills, and you have cat food, and you have all the stuff that everybody else is struggling with, and count your blessings. But you need to go ahead and you need to stock up on it. Because I'm telling you, there are some of us in different areas, we see it. And it's, whether it's supply issues, supply change, maybe it's shipments, maybe it's on the production end of things, maybe the consumer purchasing is buying it up because wings are cheaper, chicken's still cheap compared to the beef side of things. I'm stocking up, guys. I'm not playing around anymore. I've never totally played around, but you know how you're kind of getting that methodical rhythm, and we've talked about that. You buy a little bit every week. I've stepped up my game, and I've seen other people say the same thing. You turned it up another little bit of a notch. There's a little bit more sense of an urgency right now of the unknown. Now, I'm not going to sit here and give you a 100% guarantee that, oh yeah, by summer, when the middle of summer hits, we're going to be out of everything. I'm not doing that. I'm just telling you the signs that I'm reading. There's the potential for it to go one more step towards that direction, and now we have shortages, or more than what we're dealing with, stronger shortages, or we have higher price increases, which things are going up. Shrinkflation is taking place. Products shrinking their product, selling it for the same price. Even though you think the price didn't go up, it didn't. but you're getting less product. Those things are happening, and we've all shared that. So again, you're more than welcome to jump in the comments of things maybe over the weekend you've discovered some new things while you were out and about. We've talked about it, wood, getting those 2x4s, all your lumber. Stuff is going up. Shoes, clothing items, things that we're used to purchasing. It's just going up. I think the grocery store today I spent about $110, $115. And I didn't have a whole lot of stuff. I drove my Camaro. It's got a tiny trunk. I had plenty of room. So that $115, $120, not quite stretching as far as it used to. And I know some of you have that same story that you tell. So what I try to do, and if you're new to House of Prep or newer, or you're new to prepping, you go to these channels, you look for us, and you're looking for ideas for encouragement, for experiences. And I try to share every real life experience that I run into. I like to share my garden. If you're a member of my channel, and which that's something I didn't ask, if you consider becoming a member of my channel. I think the low one's $1.99 a month. And I did a little video this weekend showing the updates of my garden that I've done. I've started some squash, cucumbers, tomatoes. So I gave an update on that and showing the flowers and blooms and things that are happening. It's exciting because I decided this year I was going to up my game a notch, my prepping up a notch, and I was going to start being more self-sufficient in every area that I can. But you had to start somewhere. I wasn't born with the green thumb. I used to kill stuff left and right. But this year, like, I'm taking it serious. I'm going all out. I started from seeds. And I'm learning new skills. And I'm learning things about plants I never knew before. So even with my squash plant, I'm learning that there's a male bloom and a female bloom. I didn't know that. I thought that was crazy. So I'm learning lots of new things. I'm gaining more skills. I've got some new notches on my belt. And I can't wait to be able to start growing more and more year after these next couple years, just growing more and more food for me, myself, my family, and for canning for future, and then using it for barter, for gaining friendships with neighbors. Hey, I've got some extra vegetables, and making some better connections with folks, going outside my bubble. So again, I hope this video kind of encourages you. I wanted to give you an update of what I'm experiencing through the week, through the weekends. So as you're going through this week, look, keep an eye out for sales. Like I said, I would have hated to have spent $4 or $5 a pound on chicken. It would have killed me. But luckily I had some in the freezer still from where I had already been preparing. But I was starting to use it up, and I've been looking for the price that I want to pay. So prepping just doesn't help you in scenarios, it helps save you money. So when something goes short, if I wasn't prepared, if I hadn't prepped, if I wasn't a prepper and didn't have extra chicken in the freezer, I would have been forced to have paid double the amount of money for chicken breast. So I was able to do successfully. I was survived on the chicken that I already had until I could find the price I was willing to pay for more chicken. That's how it works. That's another aspect of prepping. So there's different ways to do it. That's just one example. So you guys have a great Monday. All right, Mondays can be rough. So look, you got this. If you're at work or you're working today, you're working out. You're feeding your animals, working on your garden, working on your preps, being with your family, whatever it is that you're doing today on Monday. You got it, all right? Just put your head down, put your shoulder to the plow, and get it done. And I'll check in on you later in the week, all right? You guys have a good one.